massive dumps, crazy pumps, bankruptcy filings, Bitcoin craziness, crypto ludicrousy. This video has got it all covered, and you should be staying right to the very end of this video, because throughout this video, you should watch this whole video because there is so much content to cover throughout this video. As you can see, I've got thousands of tabs open for you guys, so I'm going to do my best to compact the information, but because there is so much to give away here and lots to talk about. A lot of people are talking about how Elon Musk and basically Tesla / Twitter, basically Elon Musk, literally dumped $400 million worth of Bitcoin. Well, let's go and find out in this video if it is true or not. We will see what the actual truth of the dump is. Thank you for being here with me today. Welcome back to the Crypto Bliss Show. I'm Kiara DeCass, and today we are going to dive into the craziest content just for you. So make sure if you're watching this video and have not yet subscribed, that you do so in the meantime while I talk. That is as simple as it is, guys. Crazy stuff. I just want to even go and show you quickly the Bitcoin chart. Crazy, right? So check it out. I mean, that is so epic. However, we have previously spoken about this level non-stop, as you can see there, 24,839. Look how we absolutely touched it perfectly to the T. But we didn't get down to 24,000. We came down to about 26,200, more or less. Yeah. So with that being said, let's dive into the crypto content. Today, the cryptocurrency market cap is 1.14 trillion. So we lost 100 billion in the market yesterday. As you can see there, there's the trading volume. 6.1% down for the day. Bitcoin at 26,563. Ethereum at 1690. BNB at 218. XRP at 50 cents. XRP has fallen 20%, guys. Crazy. Now, I want to go and show you something in this. You can see here USDC. So USDC actually had a crazy peg yesterday through this little drop. And as you can see here, boom, it shot up and then it crazy dropped. I mean, it was down at, where were we? 97 cents basically. Not only that coin, not only USDC, but USDT also did the same thing, but USDT went to the top side of 102 and then dropped back down to here about 98.6. And then DAI, the third strongest stable coin in the crypto ecosystem, also did the same thing yesterday with all of the crazy volatility. So you can see it pumped up to 101, dropped immediately back down to the 99. So lots of stuff happening. The Fear and Greed Index, finally, we've made a move in the Fear and Greed Index. We are finally back in the state of fear in the crypto space, down to 37 points. Now, this is one of the craziest times for you guys, because I've been saying to you that if Bitcoin or crypto comes down into the fear side of things again, this is where you're going to want to take that white powder that I've been talking about, that you've been storing on the side as energy, and pump it into some of the crypto that you have been looking to buy, especially Bitcoin, especially Ethereum, because they are cheap and you'll probably never be able to buy them down at this price again for much longer. So the crypto bubbles, as you can see here, USDT pumped, USDP pumped, BUSD pumped, ZAUT pumped, PAX, all of the stable coin stuff pumped, guys. USDD, all of it, USDC, all of it is pumped. And it is pumped because these are the bubbles against Bitcoin, okay? So the top 100 bubbles against Bitcoin. So Injective is now 13.2% pumping. That is crazy, guys. Absolutely crazy. Look at those pumps there. So if you missed out on those pumps, then, well, sorry for you. But yeah, I did manage to buy some more crypto. I managed in my trade to actually get, I literally bought, I had an entry down here, 26,800. Boom. How's that level, hey? Boom, right there for a long position. So not only have I been buying this here, okay, but I have also been buying it on the way down in a trade, because I know, not a genie in a bottle, but I know that for me, this was going to be a very, very strong supportive level on the horizontal time frame. And yes, right now we're creating this M pattern, okay, which an M pattern is usually bearish. and the target for the M pattern, as I've shown you over here, if we had to break down, is probably going to be around this level. So are we due to come down to 21,300? Well, I'm going to say to you something right now. We literally sat at this area for a very long time. Look here, we broke down, we tried to get back up above, couldn't, we failed, we pulled back down, we tried to get back up above it here, and then and we were rejected heavily. Finally, we got back through it and out. We pumped through, created a retest support line. Are we creating a higher low scenario because we've already created the higher high? Are we creating the higher low scenario? And are we going to start to build positions back up here? With the RSI being very, very oversold now on the Bitcoin daily chart, guys, you best be sure something's going to be happening here. So as you can see on the 4 hourly, huge sell volume that did come in, but this RSI is pointing to the upside. Huge buy momentum will come back in, but we are obviously potentially looking at a lot of resistance now at the 28k level over here. And as you can see, there's resistance there. So guys, if we are rejected once again from this level, further downward momentum is to continue, especially considering that our moving averages have now all crossed and are opening up and pointing to the downside. We have pretty much invalidated this pattern that I drew for you. Here, boom, this down sloping channel. Why? Because we broke down hardcore here to the downside. So if we don't get back up into it over the next couple days, then it's very likely that the position will continue to the downside. Okay, enough about that. Let's go and have a look at the CoinDesk information and news first, because I like CoinDesk. So no, to answer the question that I was trying to tell you earlier on, SpaceX isn't the cause of this multi-billion-dollar Bitcoin bloodbath. Just going to pause that video there. Bitcoin prices fell suddenly late on Thursday amid reports of hundreds of millions in sales, triggering a bloodbath across futures and spot Bitcoin markets. So who actually sold? From Ritika Trades, just woke up. Who sold? Crashed down. So I want to show you guys something. So all of this, bloodbath, long squeeze and what really actually happened. So professional traders say that the market structure and liquidations were likely the reason for a sudden drop instead of a singular fundamental catalyst. The market has also been relatively illiquid and flat, creating conditions ripe for sudden movements. So potential grayscale decision tomorrow, which is today, we've seen BTC OI ramp in position with a bias to shorts, said Decentral Park Capital leader Lewis Harland in a message to CoinDesk. So not only that, but open interest refers to the number of unsettled futures contracts in any financial asset. So exchange liquidation positions. Data shows most long liquidations took place on the crypto OKX exchange, accounting for 40% of the entire market. We'll have a look at that in a little moment. But CryptoQuant.com 3. Whales distribution. From the on-chain perspective, we can see that the increase in whale spending activity before and during the sell-off. Increase in whale spending activity. Current sentiment remains negative, as we see in negative funding rates in that traders are willing to go short currently. Okay, so believe traders are trying to do shorts, but we'll see what happens with that. Now, with that being said, the liquidations that actually took place in the market, crypto traders suffer 1 billion in liquidations in sharp sell-off for Bitcoin, Ether, and other crypto assets, right? So to cut a very long story short, some 821 million of long positions, traders who bet on prices to rise, wiped out. So I got stopped out of my ETH position and I got stopped out of my Solana position. So that unfortunately has happened, but I am still continue to be in my Bitcoin position, and my Bitcoin position is crazy, guys. Why I haven't been liquidated is because I've put it on low leverage. I'm on 5x leverage only, okay? And I keep buying every time it goes lower, getting in lower, so that it brings my entry in my position to a lot lower than what it is right now. So this is CoinGlass. This is the liquidations heat map. This is the exchanges. So as you can see, OKX had the most amount of liquidations at 332 million. Deribit 272, Binance 220, Bybit only 56, Huobi 106. So as you can see there, lots of liquidations. If you go and look at the symbol, majority of the Bitcoin was liquidated. Was $500 million in Bitcoin, about $310 million in ETH, and about $27 million in XRP, and 57 in other cryptos. Now, as you can see here, exchange liquidations. OKX had the craziest amount of liquidations, and the rate is 91.16% is short, then 100% long, 100% long. Okay, so you can see here the rate. This is all 100%. OKX with the highest at nearly 44%, Binance at 32%, Bybit at 20%. Okay, so total liquidations chart. Excuse me, long positions, about 32k Bitcoin were, well, $855 million worth of Bitcoin. One of the biggest liquidations in history, well, since May. I don't know how far that chart goes, but one of the biggest liquidations for sure, guys, that we have experienced in this space. So total liquidations, you can see here, short positions that were liquidated, 125 million, long positions, 373 million. Huge, guys. This is massive. Look at all of these positions that were liquidated. Now, I want to go and show you something crazy, because I've spoken about this coin before, Atom, and I've said to you, trade it against ETH. So very quickly, just a little sneak peek. Cosmos Ethereum on the daily. Look at this crazy candle here, this crazy volumetric candle. One of the biggest buys since May 2022, which was down here. Okay. One of the biggest buy positions in this Atom ETH position, and I've shown you guys so many times that the potential for it right now is possibly 136% to gain against your ETH if you're buying Cosmos right now. So do not miss out on that opportunity. Just a little sneak secret just for the community. So if you enjoy that, I want to see 100 smashes on the like button on this video. Okay. Now, why did Bitcoin drop? Analysts point to 5 potential reasons. I'm going to just show you 1 or 2 other articles. They're from Cointelegraph. SpaceX wrote down 373 million worth of Bitcoin. And this is why, yes, it might not be false information. It's real information. But this is news from 2021, not 2023. Okay. So companies like this, okay, are busy writing old bullshit articles that are telling us that Elon Musk and SpaceX and everyone are basically liquidating $400 million worth of Bitcoin assets. Okay, if I just showed you that very beautiful heat map here, where was the heat map now? Over here, sorry. If I showed you that beautiful heat map, that means that SpaceX would have been the majority. They would have been made up for 50% of this entire position that was liquidated, which was about $855 million. Okay, I don't believe that. Why would they want to sell their Bitcoin, especially when Bitcoin is as low as it is right now? So I don't think that is very enlightening information, but we are going to get to that information right at the end, so stay tuned still. Ethereum surges 11% after report SEC is set to approve the futures. This was from 10 hours ago. So the United States Securities Exchange Commission isn't likely to block the debut of Ethereum's futures ETF, according to sources. So now let's go and just delve into this a little bit. I'm going to put this up here so that you guys can see me quite nicely. The price of Ether surged around 11% to 1,700 following the news that the SEC Commission is set to allow the first ETF for Ether futures. Okay, so breaking, the SEC is expected to greenlight the ETH futures ETF, beginning something potentially massive here. Now, what does this mean? From Eric Balchunas, this is not surprising to us. We had said that they would approve Ether futures only on early on in the race. Nice to be validated. Now, what does it mean for spot? Hard to say beyond it shows that their views, policy tolerance can change. What does it mean for the odds of a Bitcoin spot ETF getting approved if the SEC is going to approve an ETH futures ETF? Okay, so let's go and read this little article here. So Bloomberg, the Securities Exchange Commission is poised to allow the first traded funds on the Ether futures, a major win for several firms that long have sought to offer the product. So remember, there's a difference between the futures and the spot. Okay, spot, if they approve spot, that means the spot price is going to run up, which means that futures prices can run up, but spot prices shouldn't be able to run up. Otherwise, what happened in yesterday's market is what happens when the big boys or the whales bring the boat back when they miss the opportunity. Okay, so why would they not bring the boat back from 29,000 to 24,000? That's a $5,000 difference. That's a 25% increase in your potential profits, right? So the regulator isn't likely to block the products, which would be based on futures contract for the second largest cryptocurrency, according to the people with Matter. Okay, so nearly a dozen companies, including Volatility Shares, Bitwise, Roundhill, and ProShares, have filed to launch the ETFs. Okay, so the news pushed the ETH price back up 20 minutes after the drop. So the drop, we'll get onto what happened in the drop in a little moment, not only for the liquidations that happened, so it was liquidations that happened that caused the drop, but there was another part of this that caused the catalyst. Not only the false or FUD news that came out about Elon Musk and SpaceX dropping his selling off his Bitcoin. I actually looked so far and wide on the internet and I couldn't find one thing that said that, or even SpaceX wallets that said that he had sold the Bitcoin. So with this being said, the futures pumped this. Now look at the volume that came back in with the futures. Do you think this was a purposeful drop? Oh yeah. Manipulation, guys. I've been telling you about manipulation for so long right now. Which brings me onto this next beautiful article here. Why did it drop? And this is the 5 potential reasons. So Molly White says, what the F was that? Okay. SpaceX offloads Bitcoin, interest rate fears. eToro market analysis Josh Gilbert pinned the drop on a report that SpaceX may have offloaded. May have, but they didn't. So stop telling lies. Okay. Whenever you have a big name in the industry selling Bitcoin, especially someone influential, it will put the price under pressure. Yes, of course, but nobody did that. Okay. So he didn't do that. Okay. So don't point fingers to Elon Musk and this kind of stuff. Now, I'm neutral about Elon Musk. You know, there's things that I like about him and there's things that I don't like about him. Okay. But what people are saying, no clear trigger, definitely not Evergrande, TradeFi barely moved on the news. No clear trigger. Well, there is a clear trigger because the clear trigger was the liquidations that happened in the market. So with the liquidations that happened in the market, you can see that there is a whole lot. So because the Chinese yuan is also still at risk to Bitcoin. However, when Teng disregarded the Evergrande crisis as a major reason for Bitcoin price swing, Matrix report head of research Market Tillen claimed that the risk of a Chinese yuan devaluation may have played a significant role in sell-off. So I want to go and have a look at I actually had it open here. I don't know why it's not. CNY. Okay. Let's go and okay, CNY. Let's go see the CNY USD. Okay, there you go. Chinese yuan and US dollar. Now, I'm going to show you guys something in this chart. Okay, so just give me one moment. I just want to finish off telling you about this. In August 2015, when China devalued the yuan for the last time, Bitcoin prices declined by 23% during the 2 weeks following the devaluation. Before a more meaningful rally started, Bitcoin finished the year at 59% from the level. So do you not believe that this was a cohort collaboration of the powers that be that hold large substantial amounts of Bitcoin to sell off some of their Bitcoin to cause a liquidation effect to be able to have buy position entries a little bit lower on? What do you think they did, guys? Because the market shot right back up pretty much immediately. Okay, so whale selling big, it was not just a natural cascade. Someone big bailed for a purpose and set it in motion. Spot volume barely compared to perpetuals. Huge, guys. This is huge. So if you don't, let's not spread any more fight and bullshit about Mr. Musk, okay, because I don't actually believe. If you want to go and see Molly here, she's also basically saying the same thing. You know, what the heck happened here? But this is false information that is being spread out. I don't care how many followers you have. I have 200 followers on Twitter, but I can also distinguish the difference between FUD and no FUD. Okay, so With that being said, let's go and look at the CNY against the US dollar. Okay, boom, it continues to drop and be devalued against the dollar. Why do you believe? Now look at this. This is a huge buying opportunity on the daily time frame. On the weekly time frame, however, still huge possibility to perhaps continue a crash down, and this area is going to become the area of support for the renminbi against the dollar. Now, what does that mean? Do you think they were offloading on purpose? Possibly so, because if we have to just draw this line, okay, yeah, that doesn't really give us that much clear indication. But here, if we have to draw this here as well, you can see that where this is trading is in between a zone. So we have now reached the bottom. Do you guys believe that it is possibly time for the Chinese market to gain huge power against the American markets? Let me know down in the comments below. I would love to hear what you guys think. And if I need to show you two things here, okay, not only has that done that, okay, but we have also now hit a double bottom on a horizontal support level, plus a larger time frame double bottom, okay, which is perhaps potentially going to bring us up to this level right here once again. Let me know what you guys think down below. Let me know with an American flag or a Chinese flag which one you think is going to have more power, more inflow, and capital in the future. Now, coming to the Evergrande news, I need to show you something. China real estate woos Evergrande finally files for bankruptcy protection. Okay, shadow banking crisis could threaten broader economy. Analysts warn. China Evergrande files for Chapter 15 bankruptcy protection in New York. Okay, so yes, that undoubtedly had some effect on the news, but we've been hearing about this for some time now, which tells me that Evergrande, China's troubled $137 billion shadow bank plans debt restructuring, taps KPMG. They're going to start looking into KPMG. KPMG has also gone through a number of things where they were doing some dodgy, shady, black shadow banking stuff. But guys, $137 billion, okay? Do you think that $137 billion just had that ever so slight little $1 billion potential of cascading the liquidations? That is a huge possibility with some manipulation in the markets. Okay, now I want to go and show you the Dixie or the dollar, right? Because the Dixie or the dollar is the one that we have to constantly be looking out for, yes? What happened to the dollar? Not much, right? There was not much move in the dollar that happened yesterday, guys. But I am officially going to tell you, and I'd like to go and show you, that if you look here at this beautiful candle, right here, ach no man. If you go and look at this candle right here, boom, okay? You can see exactly that that candle is a reversal candle that is now starting to look the same as this candle right here, right? Would you agree with me? Let me know down in the comments below. That is huge. Now, the only problem that I have is that we're above the 200, but look how many times we've been above the 200, okay? 1, 2, and now we're in the third time, and we're under resistance. Do you think we're going to go down? Guys, it's a higher possibility for the dollar to go down than to go up, to continue up, okay? So, especially because the RSI is oversold, so much information coming into the space, let us go and have a look at the Bitcoin dominance chart. Let's go and see what happened on Bitcoin dominance. As you can see here, massive, massive, massive drop in the Bitcoin dominance, huge sell-off pressure, kind of something like that. Are we going to find support here in this region? Possibly, we could. Today's volume, kind of the past 24 hours, continues to drop on Bitcoin dominance. So we'll see. I think on the Bitcoin dominance, just as a heads up, if we were to be considerable as to where we will come, this is possibly the next level that we could end up coming down to, which would essentially bring excuse me, I was getting ready for a nice sneeze there, which could essentially bring us down to probably this green support line here. What do you guys think about that? Okay, now the Ethereum USD, huge guys. That's where I got stopped out. Guess why? Because we did something crazy. Now, while I'm on this with you, I actually want to go and clean up my chart just ever so slightly for us. Okay, and I just want to remove some of these little letters and numbers, oops, so that you guys can see exactly what it is that I'm drawing in this area for you. Okay, let's leave that one. I'll get that one in a little moment. Excuse me for being here like this. Okay, so now we're going to take this top level of resistance. Okay, boom. There's our top level of resistance. Now, our bottom level of of support under the same pattern is right there, guys. What do you think about that? Okay, that is still a bullish pattern, regardless of whether we had a crazy, I mean, how much was this drop? This drop on Ethereum was a crazy 15%. Holy shit, guys. And then what did we do? We completely retraced 10%. So we retraced half of it. So now this is where the juicy part of this all starts to come in, right? Because we hit huge support here. We pulled back pretty much straight up to my green bar. We didn't quite close above the top of my green bar. Although if I had to move that green bar down, there's the one level there. So I can't move my green bar down. Right now it's closed under. If we don't get above with a strong RSI indicator telling us that we want to come back up to the top side, maybe retrace back up to about 1788, then we will continue the pattern to the downside. Now the Ethereum, the actual ETH BTC price action, look at this beautiful candle that we have finally got in the ETH BTC pair. So are we going to see ETH start to make a strong move? There is buy volume coming in. The RSI is trying to push up. Is this, we tapped down, didn't break the low, we pulled back up. Is this a strong indicator to tell us that we are going to be trying to push back up on the Ethereum Bitcoin pair, which essentially could bring us up to this horizontal resistance level over here, which I have been speaking about for some crazy times now. So I hope it does get there. We don't know, but we'll have to wait and see, right? So guys, Bitcoin, let's go and look at the daily. I want to go and show you a few things on this chart. I want to go and bring in one or two other indicators, and then I will finally finish off this video for you guys. I know this video has been crazy long, so I will keep this very, very passive. Okay, so boom, look at that. RSI pulling down, sell volume, not that much on the weekly time frame. Just bear that in mind on the weekly time frame. Now let's go and bring in some of our indicators. Okay, let's get on the EMA ribbon to start. So the EMA ribbon, guys, if we close this weekly candle under this ribbon, holy shit, guys, we are coming back down to the next support zone, which for me, and I'm going to draw the line in for you guys at this point here. Boom, that will probably be our next level right there, which ironically is the target that I had said to you from there would reach here, right? So that would be my next target, which would be about 21,800. Is that where we're heading? Let me know what your thoughts are down below. Let's remove the ribbon for now, and I want to go and show you something else. Let's go and see the UT bot indicators, because I have no doubt that that was a sell indicator of the UT bots, 100%. Let us go and have a look at any death cross pattern. No death cross pattern. Let's leave that one out. Let us go and have a look at the Bollinger. Oh, no, sorry, wrong one. No, why did you do that? Okay, so last one here, the Gaussian channel, because the Gaussian channel, we did start to become green, right? So the Gaussian channel, the target is down here at the median band at 24,500. We didn't quite get this candle down there, okay? But look at where we came to. So if we do get down here, guys, that will break that low, but it doesn't matter if it does, because there is huge support on that median on the Gaussian channel. So guys, I hope you found this video very interesting with lots of information. I want to show you where the visible range volume is. Okay, don't worry about the visible range volume. Let's go down here, because yesterday we also had a new moon, right? So PV, this one here, supply and demand. Okay, so boom, crash, nothing yet here. So not much to happen in this Bitcoin space right now. But if you go and have a look, guys, the weekly is pulling down just ever so slightly. Once that happens, my goodness me, we are going to be in for a huge surprise. Now, the one thing that I am kind of concerned on is that the monthly RSI is coming to oversold, but the volume is slowing down. So we could range here, and this could eventually pull back, even if we range in this position between the 31 and the 25,000 level, because that is now officially the new range. Thank you for being here with me today on the Crypto Bliss Show. Guys, if you want to trade these coins with me, make huge money like I'm making, then make sure to hit my link down below. My Bitflex link and my Bybit link will give you an awesome and incredible deposit. And thank you for being here. You guys can obviously see that I have huge information to share with you. Remember the renminbi, what's going on here, why the market had crazy liquidations. Thank you for being here with me today. I appreciate every single last one of you. Blessed, beautiful souls. And we will see you guys on the next one. Remember to watch these ones. As you can see here, my Jasmine video up there is getting crazy views. So is my Casper video. So is my H-bar. So is these ones. Crazy views, guys. Make sure not to miss out on those ones. Subscribe to the channel if you are not yet subscribed. Thank you, and we'll see you on the next one.